the ultimate post-workout shake. When I first moved to Dubai, I felt exhausted all the time. Recovery was terrible. I had no idea till I tried this. This is without doubt the most powerful way to improve recovery, so you're able to build more muscle and strength and train more often, which is vital for athletes as you can handle more sessions, which means faster skill acquisition. This particularly becomes important with athletes who require multiple sessions per day. Why is the post-workout period so important? This is the time your body is depleted from your session as primed to absorb nutrients. We need to do 3 things to get perfect recovery every time. The third one is something none of you do, but is far the most important. And this is one of the reasons why I felt so exhausted when I moved to Dubai. With this simple fix, I've never felt better. Number 1, turn on protein synthesis. When I first started training at 15, I remember when I read a leaflet by a company called Max Muscle that was found at my local gym in David Lloyd. In this, it said protein powder Pro Max would add 4 kilos of muscle. Another one, Cyclone, would add 6 kilos. I decided if I took both, I would add 10 kilos of muscle. I'd never been so excited. I told my mum and dad, I need this. My mum and dad just said, you need more protein, eat more chicken breast, we'll cook more food for you. I ignored them and I went to my friend Robin's house. I stumbled upon a shop that sold Max Muscle Pro Max. I felt like a virgin on prom night. I bought 4 tubs and loaded it into my Umbro sports bag. Now, did it help me put on muscle? Well, actually it did. Not 10 kilos of muscle. And this is why. Drinking fast absorbing protein straight after training will turn on protein synthesis via mTOR pathway. You need to have at least 25 grams of complete protein source, and why whey is perfect. Whey is a high quality bioavailable source of protein. However, not all whey protein is created equal. Most whey is full of fillers, which can cause digestive distress. Quite often, people think it's the whey, but it's the gums they put in for texture. The best to get is trained by JP, IsoPro, which is made from grass-fed dairy. It's also an isolate, which contains no lactose, so you get no digestive distress with this. It does contain the sweetener sucralose, which some studies have found to kill good bacteria in your gut. Although the studies use very large amounts of sweeteners, which you probably would never have. Naked whey, which you can buy off Amazon, is pure grass-fed protein with no sweeteners. Absolutely no ingredients, excellent stuff. So, number 2, replenishing glycogen when lifting weights. Do our conditioning or sparring deplete glycogen stores in our liver and muscles. By replenishing them with post-training will increase our recovery rapidly. And this will help the following session or even if it's the same day. The best way to do this is with an easily absorbable and easy to digest carbohydrate. Cream of rice or rice cereal is a great option, which is just rice flour. I use Bob's Red Mill organic white rice flour. It's rapidly absorbing and easy to digest. And combine this with fructose from fruit, which further helps glycogen storage, and is why I have 100 grams of fruit with my cream of rice. So, number 3 on the list, and the most important of all, is hydration. Is why I felt awful when I moved to Dubai. When training hard, you'll be sweating, but just drinking water will not cut it. When you sweat, you're not just losing water, you're losing minerals. For every 1 litre of water, we lose approximately 1 gram of salt, which is approximately 400 grams of sodium. Salt is not just sodium, sodium chloride. How much water do you need to drink during training? Also, does it make a difference how fast you drink this water? Is there a maximum amount we can absorb? A simple way to measure how much water you've lost during our session is to wear ourselves before training in our underwear, then post-training in underwear again, as remember our clothes will hold sweat. If you drank water for the session, just make sure you account for that. So, for example, if you weigh 80 kilos before the session, then 79.5, but you drank 500 mils of water during the session, it means you sweated out 1 kilo of water. So, how do we use this information? For every 1,000 mils of water lost, we need to replace it with 1,500 mils of water, as you won't absorb all the water you drink. We need to replenish this water with the lost electrolytes. This means you want to drink 1,500 mils of water during and after a session, with 1.5 grams of salt added to your water. You can only absorb 250 mils of water per 50 minutes. If your session is an hour, you should drink 1,000 mils of water, then have the other 500 mils of water after your training session in your post-workout shake. So in conclusion, post-workout you need to replenish lost fluid, glycogen and turn on protein synthesis. At least 25 grams of high quality whey protein and a fast digesting, easily absorbable carb source with fruit is perfect. Optimal hydration is vital when it comes to recovery. 1.5 litres per litre of water lost during training. Remember to add 1 gram of salt for every 1 litre of water lost. Thank you so much for listening. I promise you this is going to give you perfect recovery every single time. Cheers guys.